A convening like this at the First Book Impact Summit allows us to bring all of our corporate partners together so they can learn from one another, really think about innovative ways to solve the mission that we are all here fighting towards.
We couldn't have done any of this work without every single person in this room, the institutions you represent. It means everything. It means everything to First Book. It means everything to these kids' futures, and it means everything to the future of the United States. So I'm endlessly grateful.
I'm just really excited in supporting First Book and their evolution and growth, supporting their network, supporting educators, communities, bringing happiness. We create happiness every day, everywhere. Seeing what it looks like firsthand. Sometimes when you're stuck behind a desk and you're answering emails and you're trying to be a champion of your charity, it's a lot easier to do that when you get a first look at what that impact looks like and you can be engaged in it.
I love working with First Book because we have such a great mission alignment between our organizations, and First Book is just a world-class organization that can execute an in-store fundraiser and a partnership at the level that we hope for.
So in addition to just providing books for students and teachers, what we do is we both push and pull books into communities who have experienced crisis. So schools who have school shootings, or even just a book of a teacher who has died, will receive free books right away, along with guidance from teachers and administrators on how to use those within schools, and then also resources for parents on how to speak to students about that. So it's really just a good example of taking something, the expertise that First Book has, our focus, and finding different ways to extend that into the communities.
GM and First Book have really had an opportunity to think crazy, think exciting and innovative. We've done just about every different project that we could with them. That ranges from virtual readings, a virtual road trip series, going to our different manufacturing facilities and having employees talk about their atypical STEM careers, as well as leaning into the soft skills required to do those jobs. And I think that's a space that we don't see a ton of resources being created in, and we're so excited that we have an opportunity to do those innovative projects with First Book.
There's nothing like a community that rallies together to make things happen. And that's where we believe we will exemplify and exponentially create change, is not only allowing us to aggregate and elevate those voices, but empowering people like what you saw on the panel to come together and tell us what the action needs to be. Tell us where we're headed and where we should be headed.
The summit this week has just been the most rewarding experience. Not only did we have a chance to see the work in action of First Book at our mission moment, but we also had an opportunity to come together as corporate partners and really think about an ecosystem of change.
I think every kid deserves the joy of opening a brand new book and reading it. There's been some studies that First Book has led where they've infused classrooms with diverse books. And there's been significant improvement rates in the reading engagement. When children can connect to the books, they're gonna read more, they're gonna learn more, they're gonna grow more, and they're gonna continue to thrive.
Since our partnership with First Book, you've had the opportunity to have newer titles, new authors that the children normally don't have the opportunity to be exposed to within the schools. And it's also a diverse selection of books. And I come from a school that is very diverse in terms of the student population.
What makes First Book unique to our partners is the fact that we have an engaged network of educators, and we create authentic opportunities for our partners to engage with them, understand their needs, and really focus on the needs of the students that they're serving. We understand that we're coming together for a great cause. It really is about one team, one mission, and the collaboration and the power of one voice coming together to help all the educators and the kids out there.
We're going to be doubling the size of our community in the next 3 to 5 years. That means more teachers with more resources, changing the lives of more kids. And that's just the beginning.